Okay, I'll start in a second. I want to check my sound. Let's close any social media, it's super distracting. So we don't have GPT-4 anymore. We'll be using 3.5. I do now have Copilot, GitHub Copilot, so we'll be using that instead. So let's see, we had this application. So originally meant to be doing this labeling of ECG waveform. This one's doing okay. I think we actually improved on it and turned it into a Flask application. So we can run it from here locally at the moment. Make it available for you as well in a bit, just fixing a few minor things. Currently what happens to previous chats? ECG plot generation. I think it was this one. Yes. Yes, I wanted to change the HTML. Because so it so all the description is at the bottom, not on the side. I don't know why it is on the side. So we want to place a place a content selection on the bottom of the page. Does it work for HTML at all? It should be active. app description, bottom of the page. It's not actually doing anything. I don't know why. Maybe it doesn't work for HTML. I haven't actually used Copilot. Oh no, I did use Copilot before, but only briefly. Containing the detailed information on the bottom of the existing index HTML. Here's how to might look after appending the content. Right, so we have a header. In the body we have a class container which ends over here, and we have the okay, that is how it looks like, so that should be fine. This within the body main wrapper. We need a main wrapper. Assume we'll have another one of those. All this will move, be appended. And here we'll have new wrapper. Don't need that comment. And the CSS will have a main wrapper. Let's move a CSS over here. Container. Let's move it in here. Save that. Right, now it's working okay. Where is the is this the body main wrapper container? Did the input variables just disappear on me? HTML. A form container is not visible. Styles center. So if I comment this, Where is the form? Right, the form is there. It's outside the screen. What? The form is outside the screen. So how do I use, can I use Copilot to troubleshoot stuff? And no spacing for suggestion. Yeah, we tried that. That works okay. Generate considers from comments. JavaScript doesn't work in HTML. Let's use pod. And GitHub Copilot. No, just trying to see if bot is working at all. It's thinking forever. Does it work for HTML? Yes. Generate. Suggest the following completion, for example, to start typing following HTML code. Generate the following overall GitHub, blah blah blah. Yeah, powerful tool. That's okay. How to troubleshoot a layout of a HTML page using GitHub Copilot. That's voice to text is not great. Is there a troubleshoot HTML layout? Can't spell. Update this. And make sure how to. Visible page. So how does it meant to? How does GitHub meant to work? It's working. It's trying to do something. HTML code. Generate the following code. Do I just start with a comment? I don't see it's making any suggestion after a comment. Duration span, that's not relevant, is it? GitHub code messages after code, you can use the following keyboard shortcut Control Alt. New tab with a list of code suggestions. It's only in beta, is it still in beta? Form container is in the visible page, and on the side you can adjust the HTML structure. Here's an updated version of your HTML. It places form container within the visible page. So we have our main wrapper. We have a container. I'm pretty sure it's the same. What's the difference? It should be within the main wrapper. Can we do this as well? Still outside the page. Why? Okay, I meant to write how to fix, but I already sent it. Okay, the main wrapper. Display flags, flag direction column. Align center, justify center, width 100, mean height. It's for rounded corners. A form container. That haven't changed. Nothing has changed. So what's the problem? The edit this one didn't comment it. Oh, come on. That didn't help. Okay, this width can be commented out. This max. Let's actually change anything. Right. So in the body, height should not be 100%. Container, form container, slide container. Oh, the favicon is okay. Right, this is better. And index HTML, what's this called? Content section. Still an ID. How does ID? What container? A content section. So we have the tool up and running. Shall we publish this quickly? Let's pop this. This in. Let's pop this into pod as well. Oh, thank you, Joel, for pointing that out. There should be audio. Just was coughing before and muted my microphone and forgot to unmute it. A common thing during was it COVID thing? Oh, your microphone is muted. It's probably the sentence of 2021. So we covered those prompts previously for this new tool. It looks the same, but there's a subtle difference that this one's actually labeling the different ECG components. So yeah, we used those prompts before. This seemed to work. Yeah, we fixed the legend. It was repeating the same thing over and over again. Now it just has the PQRST as it should. This thing also will not keep generating a new chart unless you actually release the mouse. So that's handy because you don't want my server to unnecessarily work too hard. Yeah, heart rate works okay. Yeah, the x-axis could be fixed. It should be actual seconds, but yeah, those are samples. And yeah, segment range, can actually see how the algorithm is working. It's the code. So all the code is in this Python script, which well, it's normally just available on my website. I kind of prefer my website over GitHub, but yes, we will push it to GitHub as well. Let's actually have all those commits, GitHub stuff that still needs to be pushed out. But yeah, I just didn't have that time to go over it. But yes, it is on my website. Yeah, you can refresh the page for default, and these buttons just with the same parameters. You could be generating more signals. And actually, there is some noise in it. We're using that Neurokit2. You can go and check it out. Actually, we should have a link to it in the description there. I don't know why is it not there. Let's fix it up. Because there's a proper way of referencing the Neurokit. There's actually a page. Yeah, they actually have their own page. Neurophysiology GitHub. So that's the one we're using to simulate the ECG, and that's also finding the peaks. Should be some. Right, we're actually not using that one. Didn't actually realize it has that option. I thought it's only finding the main peak. This actually looks much better. Yeah, this is also nice when the PQRST, just multiple of them overlaid on top of one another. Then you can see the variability in them. So instead of time domain, it just overlays multiple complexes in the same window and then showing you variability of different parts. It's a nice little toolkit. So we are using it, but only for generating the ECG and finding the R peaks, so the black dots there. The P, Q, S, and T are found using a different algorithm. Pretty simple thing. We're just looking at range, and if there's a peak or a positive peak and a negative peak, that's all it does. So pretty basic. Yes, there are thresholds. Actually, should have turned this into a variable and had an option to change it as an input, but we might do it next time. We'll release it first and go from there. Mainly because there's still a bunch of tools on the side that we have to get working again. Probably this neural net signal prediction, waveform prediction will be next in line. I don't know if there's any questions or any suggestions how to improve this or what's missing. Please do let me know. Where were we? So we had this one thing is I don't understand how to use GitHub Copilot properly. So we kind of still using still using GPT 3.5. My subscription to GPT-4 expired yesterday. So we have this file. It's the getaway interface for the web server. Should know how to do it by now because we already have quite a few Flask applications running on the server, but I don't remember how to do it. That's the problem of using a bot, because it's doing everything for you and then you don't actually know how to do it yourself. But let me see. Well, first we obviously need a terminal. We can use this terminal. And no, we need another terminal. Open with integrated terminal. Now, something I need to do on a separate screen is open. I'm using what's it called? Oh, Apache server, where normally the settings file is located. And let's pop it into Bard as well, because I'm kind of sick of ChatGPT. No, so we're not using Heroku. Yes, we're using Ubuntu. And no, that's the main settings file. There's a neat tool called Jupyter Lite. Yeah, I'm trying to minimize use of external, of any tools for that matter. Trying to do everything locally. Keep everything in Python. Okay, so why do I need another tool then? Yes, it sounds like this is the basic kind of thing. Yeah, so we need to adjust. Forget how to do it. Yeah, the conf file, the multiple colon. Yeah, that's the folder, I'm sure. I'll just do it on a separate screen just for safety reasons. So go into that folder. Yeah, we have a bunch of those configuration files. Yeah, we need this one. And I forgot how to open a configuration file using the inbuilt text editor. Inbuilt in Ubuntu. It's called what is it called? Reg. Text Reg? No. Forgot. Oh, come on. The speech to text doesn't work very well. This is meant to be configuration file. That text editor built in Ubuntu. Yeah, it's like every time you're doing something, there will be like another tool that you have to use. Not Veeam, not Nano. Yeah, this one, gedit. That's the one. So I need this and of course I need the sudo. Is it sudo? So if my I always stuff this up, so I need to get it right so it works the first time around. So this is what the configuration file called. Edit with sudo and gedit file called this. Need the line because I'll mess it up myself. Yep, that's the one. Yep, password. I wonder if he can get somebody's password from audio when clicking the mouse and stuff. That would be a neat little project if anyone is up to it. Detecting keyboard clicks. And yeah, so it's I'm using 443, so it should be HTTPS. That's fine. I have all the certificates, and I have some other Flask applications there already. So essentially, yeah, using 2 threads. So this is an example. This is an example of a previous Flask application that is working okay. How do I change this so the new application works? And the application is called, so we have this prompts and this file and folder structure. The application is called ECG Feature Extractor. ECG Feature Extractor. I don't know why I keep using ChatGPT. Should really move to Bard. I was trying to. I don't know if Copilot can do things like that. I have it running, paying, but I'm not actually utilizing it properly. Don't know how to properly use it properly. Right. So we're editing the file, and we need to add this. Let me check. Let's just copy this. Ends in directory. This file, yeah, it's called my app WSGI. We give it 2 threads to this application, web application, Flask application. Yep, that's correct. Just checking the folders. Right, and we need to deploy it still. How do we deploy it? We need to deploy it. Yeah, we had this deploy all, copying it to the server, changing permissions, restarting Apache server. First, right, I had the jaded line here, so I didn't actually need to search. Didn't need ChatGPT to tell me that I already had it, but yeah, we'll save. We'll do a config test. Config test. Password again, because our server is super secure, isn't it? If you still manage to hack into it, please let me know how you did it. We will do those. So that's what I'm saying. All these files are on my page on the website. I'll show you in a sec, because I'm essentially deploying the whole project. So this is the whole Biomedical project with everything developed so far in the past of or any plans, any files, and they're all on the website. Should be accessible for you to play with. Fingers crossed. So the site is still working. We might need to go Cloudflare and move to development mode. Right, so there's a few problems. What it looks like. That's the previous application, and this is the current one. So obviously we're having a few problems. Yeah, I think I know what some of these problems might be. Script.js didn't work. Right. From memory. Let's see. So this is okay. This file is fine. Our Apache server is working, so you can actually access the application. That's okay. Now, a couple of things. Actually, what's the previous application was called? Ah, this is still running locally. This is just locally. So that's how it should look like. But it doesn't look like that yet. Let's see. So this application called the ECG Gen. Sorry for the ads. ECG Gen. JavaScript. Right. We need this bit. Whoops. Just trying to maximize it and open on a different screen. So we need a few bits from yeah, pop those in, because I'll forget later. And it's actually called stay info. No, that's the general info. Well, we can close this one. Yeah, it's feature extractor is the name. Fix that later. And now, so need this header. Including the JavaScript. Just controlling a menu on the page. That's that. Again, it's called waveform feature extractor, not generator. Copy pasting. Copy pasting is a skill, isn't it? But you have to do still have to do it right. Right, that would be it with the HTML. Now in the JavaScript, yeah, this bit, actually checking if we are in production or not. We can get rid of this. And that one as well. So in JavaScript, I'll stuff this up, wouldn't I? Yeah, we're checking if the a call made from a local server or deployed. So if local is production, because if it's not, then we have to use different folders. Unfortunately, there is no easy fix for this, or at least one that I could find. Why aren't we using fetch, by the way? Going to this URL, which is not ideal. Ideal will be just fetching data. Yeah, it should be a similar structure to that. So how do I use Copilot to actually change this for me, for example? Yeah, I wouldn't know. We're also going over an hour now. So we'll finish this up. So yeah, go check this tool. It's already available for you to play with. If you have any comments, suggestions, please do let me know. And hopefully this next one, I'll try to make it available later today. This is what it should look like. Right, that should be at the top there. Yeah, obviously we'll have to make a few more adjustments. So I'm not sure if I should just take a break while staying online, or just start a new stream later on.